other songs.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Hello, I'm Michael Bublé Matthews, and that is Hayley,
the Ink Spot Semi.
Doobie Brothers, Thesemi. And welcome to Mike's Daily Podcast, episode 1081. We're in the 80s.
Yeah, we're in the 80s, which means we only talk about music in the 80s, like Alanis Morissette.
Mike's Daily Podcast. No, that was the 90s.
Sorry, we should talk about Avril Lavigne then.
Mike's Daily Podcast. That was also the 90s. We're here at Cafe Anyway, and you know that the heroine named Fay Ray was attacked by a large, hairy ape named King Kong, and that was remade by Peter Jackson, and it featured Jack Black. Did you ever see that version? Mike's Daily Podcast. Hey, I talked to someone that went to Don Siddhartha's college yesterday. Mike's. Remember we were talking about Don Siddhartha? Podcast. Which is not the guy's real name. Yeah! But I'm protecting his name for the innocent. And he has a college that's all Christian-y. And I was saying, because she heard the podcast where we were talking about how I got really mad at Don Siddhartha for being so sexist, and
Don Siddhartha.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't realize whose name you were referring to protect the innocent.
And being all mean towards women and saying they need to do this, they need to do that.
Yeah.
And then she said to me, because she actually went to his college, and she said, the reason why a lot of women go along with that. Because I was saying to her, how does the guy get any money when, people get married, men and women get married, and the woman in the relationship is going to go, no, we're not giving that a-hole any money because he's mean to women. And she goes, no, a lot of women like being in that role, in that submissive role, because they feel that it's natural.
Yeah, and that's why when he says this is natural for women and it comes from the Bible and this is what they should do, that's why women don't have a problem with it as far as Christian women, thing of that nature. But it's just really out there. It's unfortunate.
Someone just came in as you were talking. Sorry. I hate these interruptions. Hayley, I feel as if some women, they want to just get into a groove, right? Mm-hmm. Get into this is, and then not have to, and then turn everything off. You know what I mean? Kind of like when you hit cruise control and you don't have to worry about hitting the accelerator. Oh, wait, you don't drive. So when you're on your scooter, mm-hmm. and someone has tied a rope to your scooter and is pulling you along.
I'm usually panicking at that point.
Okay, then kind of like when you are, I don't know, being abducted by aliens and they got you in their tractor beam.
Yeah,
and they're pulling you up to the spaceship.
Yeah, no, I get exactly what you're saying.
I'm totally doing a Paul F. Tompkins where now I'm talking about aliens. Look who else just walked in. Paul F. Tompkins does a great podcast. You should listen to it, Spontaneity Nation.
Fucking Google Paul F. Tompkins podcast and find it.
Now,
that's what I did.
Here's a question. Why is it Google and not Goodle? Because I kind of like the word Goodle. It reminds me of strudel.
Because Google actually means something. It's a very large number.
It is? Oh!
That's technically Google, and then they changed it to
I thought Google is like when you get a little chunk of booger on your face. Ew, get that Google off your face. He's looking at me with this grin or this intense...
It's not a grin, it's chagrin.
It's a chagrin. You gave me a chagrin. I feel ashamed.
You should.
I wrote the word movie down for some reason. That makes no sense. Movie.
Movie.
I wrote Goodle down. I wrote cafe down. So my notes are crap, basically, is what I'm saying.
Welcome to the Cafe Goodle movie show.
I'm taking Goodle. That's my new website.
Did you see that new movie Goodle? They're playing it at the cafe.
Cafe anyway. Ah, I see.
Hey, you should Goodle Cafe. I heard it was a good movie.
Look how you wove in all three of those words.
I saw this movie that took place in a cafe, and the antagonist's name was Goodle.
That's really... Oh my god, somebody was here the whole time. I guess that's what that door opening sound effect was.
There was two of them.
Look at all these people that are here. Hello, my master, it's Madame Rootabega, and I love strudel. I make a delicious strudel. Would you like some, Hayley? Would you like some of my strudel?
Can't.
But what if I make it lactose intolerant for you?
Can't.
What if I make it gluten free?
Can't, too busy.
What if I make it with eggs und butter?
Can't.
What you don't want to do is eat her strudel, is what you're saying.
Maybe.
And then look who else is here. Hello, Mike. It's Valentino. It is Bison Bentley. Do you know that?
Mike, so far I have learned a lot on today's podcast.
Roseanne Barr isn't running for president.
That's a shame.
I don't know. I think Lena Dunham should run for president. She said she's...
Lena Dunham. Her white...
She is white.
Ignorant... like, exclusive feminism.
Whoa. I wish you had, like, some opinions on the matter. You don't particularly care for Hillary.
I don't, and Lena does care for Hillary.
Yeah, she says that just like you say the media is slanted against Bernie, she's saying the media is slanted against Hillary and is pillorying Hillary.
I think the media is slanted against Hillary. I think the media...
You agree with Lena Dunham?
I think...
Oh, wait, that sound effect didn't happen. That was earlier. Da, da, da. Go ahead.
I think the media is slanted against the fact that Hillary technically should be indicted for
Oh
her
my
past
God,
crimes.
you're doing the crooked Hillary Donald Trump thing.
That's not... I've thought about that since she initially got on the ticket.
You drank the Kool-Aid.
Probably. But I've been things about this since she got on the ticket. I'm like, all of these things going against her.
You're totally buying into the Fox hysteria.
A little bit.
I'm the one that has the Fox News on in my room all day.
That's true.
Because I can't get any other channels, dearest listener. That's the only reason why. And I have the sound off.
It's just the political climate is so weird that you have that, you know, as the debates were first starting, you had her in court, you know?
Yeah, but anybody can be in court. I can indict you and put you in court for no particular reason.
Yeah, I know.
I can go, oh, Hayley plays video games and they're violent, so I'm not going to vote for Hayley.
That's funny.
I don't know. Video games are violent and there's a lot of bloodshed.
It's true, there's lots of unnecessary bloodshed.
But they're fun. Hey, we both agree, though, Ted Cruz is a nutcase.
We both agree Ted Cruz is a nutcase.
And he wants to we heard him say yesterday, I'm going to repeal every word of Obamacare. Why?
Why?
We spent all this time putting it into effect, and people are using it all over. Why are you going to now spend even more money and more time to repeal it, you jerk?
I mean, it might suck, but it works for some people.
It's like, I want to tear all the roads out of the freaking ground that we've put in.
Because people have accidents.
I want to destroy all infrastructure. I'm King Kong, Fay Ray.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from in the song.
Honestly, I've never seen that Jack Black version of it that Peter Jackson did.
Neither have I.
But it popped into my head. I'm bald. Hey, you know what? I don't really care for moving stuff. And apparently that's our new job. We're apparently new starving students. Because we moved a lot of stuff.
But you could have volunteered to stay at the station.
Oh, okay. But you and I did it together, and we got all that moving done so quick.
Yeah, well, we work in the engineering department, technically, even though we're mostly operations. But, you know, we're all in that area, so when it comes to moving things like that, sure, why not?
You know, and I guess I am using their microphone right now, so I'll move some stuff for them, because I'm thankful.
Yeah, it's weird how they let us use their microphones at Cafe anyway.
That is weird. Listener, I could explain to you exactly why this is, but it would take several podcasts. It would become a series.
The adventures.
Dun dun dun. Hey, let's go outside a cafe anyway, where everything's happy and rosy, and where we broadcast live from Podcaster Valley.
I have an idea.
Yes?
Let's not go out the door this time. Let's teleport.
Oh, we're gonna teleport?
1, 2, 3.
Wow, we just teleported outside.
Where did my arm go?
Hayley!
Oh, there it is. I had it on my sleeve.
Ah, that was scary for a moment. Well, I think we've gone through all my notes.
Did we
sides.
Did we do cafe?
Yes, we did cafe.
Did we do Goodle?
Yeah, we did that too.
Did we do movie?
That meant moving. I meant moving stuff. That's what that was. I wrote down and I just jotted it.
Okay, well, we're done. It's time to die.
No, it's not time to die. It's time to live. Do you know? I think I got some sleep last night. What time do you go to sleep to get up at 4 a.m?
I try to get to bed by like 8:30, and sometimes I won't get to sleep until like 10 or later, though.
And it's tough now because the sun's up so late. I mean, it's wonderful, but it takes a long time.
And my room is warm. Nice face you're making there.
I want to sneeze so bad, but I can't because
He's making a face.
It went away.
Oh, congrats.
How's Becca doing?
Better.
I'm happy about that.
Thanks.
She listens to a lot of podcasts, and that's awesome. Oh, and she wants to go to the steampunk thing we were talking about.
That would be so great.
That'd be fun. I'd have to get some steampunk gear, like goggles and leather jackets and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking if I put on, like, khaki slacks and some sort of a shirt, and then I put a vest on, and then if I need goggles or something, I can do that. That'd probably be steampunk enough.
That would look awesome. Mm-hmm. I think you would inspire a superhero with that outfit. Like, they'd want to make a movie after you and call it, The Adventures of Hayley. That would be good. Why are you shaking your head? Why are you chagrining that? You're chagrining all over you just stop chagrining.
It's not how you use that word.
It's like you're full of chagrin.
I do not think that word means what you think it means.
I know what that movie that was, Princess Brides. The Brides of the Princess, right?
It's true.
Who was the girl in that? Was that Robin Wright? Robin Wrong? Robinella? Hey everybody, I'm into this girl named Robinella. She does this great bluegrass music. I played some for Hayley.
It's really good.
Robinella and the CC string band. I don't even know if she's still... I think she made an album last year. I don't know.
And they did a cover of Feelin' Good, which was made popular, sort of, by Michael Bublé.
How does it go?
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. some other stuff.
Oh.
You know how I feel. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me.
Da, da,
And
da.
I'm feeling good.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Chagrin. I also played, because I mentioned on the last show, I Can't Wait by Stevie Nicks, and I played that for Hayley, and we laughed at the video. It was pretty bad.
There's also I Will Wait by Mumford & Sons.
Because I will wait for you.
Which was in the Book of Life.
Was that a good movie?
Yes. Yes, it was.
Who's in that?
Superb. I don't know, some people. It's animated.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what was it? Mumford and Sons played in North Carolina, but they're donating all the money to LGBT
organizations. And I was saying how that's a really good idea because I saw some concern out of the states of Mississippi, who had the anti-gay laws or the gay discrimination businesses laws, and North Carolina that had obviously the bathroom laws. That's a big deal. And all these concerts were canceling, and all of these businesses were pulling out of those respective states. Mm-hmm. And basically, what you end up with is a bunch of trans people and a bunch of gay people in those states who are kind of stuck because all those places that were going to be friendly to them, all those businesses and
They're
such,
gone.
kind of disappeared.
There is legislation trying to be passed by the Democrats in North Carolina to get that repealed.
Right.
And they played a clip of the crazy Christians that are trying to, prevent that from happening. And they're like, we are being attacked. We are victims. That was my whole thing, my whole rant that I did a week ago Sunday. I'm so sick of Christianity being framed as victimization, as being, we're being persecuted. Bullshit, you're being persecuted. Oh, thank you. Freaking name some persecuted people in this world. Gays, for example. That guy that just got killed in Bangladesh. Stabbed to death because he was gay and did a publication that was LGBT friendly.
People that are persecuted in this country. Gays. If you go to there are some countries where there are anti-Christianity laws and things of that nature. And Christians hear about this so much, and they think because they don't have their way all the time with different things, and because we want to bring in these laws that affect people that the Christians don't approve of, they think that's persecution. Why? How?
Yeah.
That's what really kind of...
The whole reason why America works is freedom of religion. And we're not those countries that shove a religion down the throat. We're not supposed to be, but these freaking nutso North Carolina Christians want to do that.
Yeah, freedom of religion means freedom for lack of religion, too. You shouldn't have to be roped into the different laws of the religion.
I agree with you.
That's why I think separation of church and state is good.
Do you know why they do the victimization card? It's because they get money. If we are being attacked, you have to give me money so I can fend off the attackers.
Yeah.
And that's how they make coin. Sure.
Holla holla.
So let's try that with this podcast. People are trying to prevent this podcast from happening.
There is someone right over there with a knife.
The brewmaster. Hi, brewmaster.
Hi, Mike. Hi, Hayley. I'll cut you. I'm the brewmaster. Oh, boy. I make the root beer. What is it, the thing I say all the time? Oh, boy. I didn't know I was going to be on today's show. Hey, Mike, what's the podcast picture?
And here's today's podcast picture.
I'm glad you asked, brewmaster. The podcast picture is from Alabama, which can be a little religious at times. A little Alabama, we're being victimized. Although there's churches everywhere. You know what? What's funny is people go, "Oh, you're from California. What's it like?" I'm like, "Oh, kind of like here. There's churches everywhere."
Yeah.
I go into Castro Valley.
Yeah.
Someone we work with called it the Bible Belt. It totally is.
There's a lot of churches in this area.
And I'm whatever. That's fine. Freedom of religion. But don't go saying Californians were all evil. Anyway, this is a great picture from Alabama where Elk River and Tennessee River. I know I had a picture last week from the Tennessee River, but this is where the Elk River and the Tennessee River meet. And there are these nice houses right on the water. And once again, Hayley, nobody's around because there's hardly anyone living in Alabama, unlike in California where everybody wants to be because of the sunshine and microphones are turned towards my face and away from Hayley. Okay.
I'm freaking tired.
Hayley's protesting by turning the microphone away from Hayley's mouth.
I just start freaking fiddling with things when I'm super tired.
All right, I'm done.
This microphone is turned away from me, which means I have to yell everything that I'm saying so that you can hear it.
All right, why don't you...
Hi, I'm back.
Okay. Why don't you close out the show with a thought or feeling?
All right.
Chernobyl is the 30-year anniversary of Chernobyl.
Congratulations, Chernobyl. Happy birthday.
Do you know what I remember about that? Because I'm old and I was alive when that happened.
What?
I went to Germany like just a couple months after that happened, and I'm like, "Oh wow, has Chernobyl affected you guys?" They're like, "Yeah, we can't eat salad."
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's what I remember about Chernobyl. And Jarrell, who we work with, he knows everything about Chernobyl. And
Does he?
He's like your age in his 20s, and just totally like knows every like how it happened, what went wrong. I'm like, how do you know all this stuff?
I'll have to discuss that with him because Chernobyl does actually fascinate me.
I mean, it was a meltdown.
I've had those.
I'm having one right now. I'm bald. I'm never gonna grow hair on my head again.
I watched a video yesterday where someone was investigating an abandoned mine. They went inside the mine and he was like, I have to be really careful. There's water in this mine. I don't really like that. But I can see it flowing and it does appear to be safe. So I'm just gonna keep going a little farther. He keeps going a little bit farther and a little bit. He's like, it's very, very dark, very creepy in here. And it's got, like, subtitles to it of, like, afterthoughts. Things like, like, it was very creepy. I felt like I was being watched. And then, like, you see him, like, point his camera down the back towards the entrance. He sees a fair distance in, and then down he's like, there's lots of different chains and things hanging down. Because there was.
Whoa, this is crazy.
It was pretty creepy. And then, like... some of the chains started swinging.
What now happened?
In the distance, like, and I mean big, heavy chains. And he's like, I have no idea why that chain is moving.
Oh.
And he's just like, I'm gonna leave.
Was this a television show or a YouTube video?
It was a YouTube video. Someone doing his own exploration.
We'll have links in the notes.
No, we won't.
Well, no, we won't.
No. I can send it to you so you can have it in the notes if you want, but...
Why don't if they want it, they can email me.
Okay.
Let's make the listener work.
There's also a secondary video of him going in again, like a year later.
What?
And he heard a spooky sound. But
You turned that on.
I haven't watched that yet.
All right, you're going to have to send me a link because I want to watch this now.
Okay.
Mike'sDailyPodcast@gmail.com is the website. Oh, I have a new email through my country station that I'm on weekends. They gave me an email. It's mike@countrycrossroadsradio.com.
Wow. So if you have any comments or complaints, or you want to sell him pills that makes his huge, send them to mike@countrycrossroads.com.
Yes, please send those right away. I need as much help as possible. What? No, I didn't say that. I said I don't need any help. Machismo. Hey, you know what? Also, they can go to the website, mikesdailypodcast.com.
What the does machismo mean?
That's like a Spanish thing. like it's being overly macho.
Oh,
It's
like,
sort of
like when you're a luchador.
we are now going. Hayley and I are going to wrestle now, like we are a couple of luchadors. Ding ding ding! Oh, he got me right away. I'm done.
Pinned.
I don't know. I'm pinned. Hey, Valentino wanted to say something.
I'm really good at wrestling. Who can I wrestle today?
You can wrestle a bear.
Wrestle me, because I'm Bison Bentley and your best friend. Do you know that?
He annoys me.
Well,
Bison Bentley, do you wrestle bisons?
I did one time, and it got me really bad with its horns. Did you get gored? I don't like Al Gore. Do you know that? He's an environmentalist. That's crazy, Bison Bentley.
I like that he's an environmentalist.
Madam Rootabega, have you wrestled many men? Oh yes, I can wrestle many men, including Donald Trump. What was that like? His little hairs got in my nose and I couldn't breathe. And I died. But I came back alive. Ooh, that was a great story. You know what? Death is only temporary. Hey!
Especially for Romanian puppet.
Exactly. Madam Rootabega, you're a Romanian puppet. Thank you. Well, whatever happened then to the... Oh, so the primaries are today.
Whatever happened to Mary?
Whatever happened to Mary? What? That's our favorite Chumbawamba song. Whatever happened... Yes, Chumbawamba from the 90s, not the 80s.
It's my favorite 80s band.